All right, what's going on, big dog? So we all know about this. I work for MrBeast. He's a fraud video. This thing has blown up over the last few days here. This dog pack 404. It's his only video. Has 7 million views 7 days ago, so it's only been out for a week. And it has blown up all over Twitter. It has blown up all over YouTube. A lot of people were saying it was getting shadow banned. I was going to do a video on it, but then more news dropped today. So I decided just to kind of skip over reviewing this video, because we are already advancing deeper and deeper into this, as I put it in the last video, this avalanche of MrBeast drama that just seems to never end. So a co-worker of MrBeast, someone who currently works for MrBeast, Chucky is his name, actually responded to this video via Twitter. And it might be one of the worst possible ways to defend your company. Like, he chose every easy talking point, and it, like, everything that didn't matter and no one cared about, that's the stuff he tried to debunk. He didn't try to debunk anything when it came to, like, scamming kids with the candy bars and faking contestants and none of that. He doesn't address any of that, just the easy stuff. So let's actually hop over to there. So as you can see, Chucky, if I click on his profile, co-founder of ViewStats, also run MrBeast ideas and thumbnails team. So there's that. And this is the post here. So if I may, I quickly want to debunk some of the info in this video, since the guy who made it was on my team. It was my decision to fire him for erratic behavior. So apparently he's an angry person. He's erratic, very spooky. He worked at the company for less than a month and wasn't an employee for most of the videos he mentioned to have knowledge on. There's so much in his video, and I want to specifically address him saying our videos are faked or staged, because this is not true, and I was on the set for many of these videos. So if he only worked there for a month, okay, whatever, but he still had some behind the scenes stuff, and you're not going to tell me that people don't talk, you know? Like, why wouldn't people, oh yeah, when we did it this way, we edited it this way, like we added CGI and whatever. I mean, who cares? But yeah, I don't think any of this really completely matters, but, and you know, you'll see that's kind of the theme of this entire post, is it none of it fucking matters. Anyways, quote, you won't get in a video unless you're family or friends with someone that works at MrBeast's company or one of MrBeast's companies. This is a wild statement that can easily be proven wrong. There's probably hundreds or thousands of people who have no affiliation to friends/family of Beast employees. Think the 456 people in Squid Game, or ages 1 to 100, etc. Jimmy doesn't know more than like a dozen people, LOL. Which, that right there in itself, it's a lie. Jimmy doesn't know more than a dozen people. Like, he's friends with like every YouTuber, every major YouTuber. He has some affiliation with them, whether he's done a video with them or he's clouded them in some form. And not only that, he has a ton of staff. So no, he knows way more than 50 people, and they all know more than 50 people. I guarantee it. Everyone knows more than 50 people. Maybe not 50 close people, but you know, if your boss was like, hey, just find random ass people that might want to do this challenge, you could definitely do that. You know, again, he's not going for like, I would love to hear him talk about, did they fake these videos? Can you give us evidence that you didn't fake these videos? Why isn't there a video yet? Are you working on a video debunking all this stuff? Like, that's the kind of info I think people want to see, but there's been nothing. MrBeast has like 50 fucking channels, and he can post a video debunking all of this like that. It would be super simple. This guy is the greatest video maker ever, and like figured out the goddamn algorithm completely, and claims to be the best YouTuber of all time, or people say PewDiePie's always the GOAT. Anyone disagrees, fuck you. But again, a lot of this is just nonsense. And even if, like, yeah, they had a few people in there that weren't family friends, or maybe it was only a few family friends. Maybe out of the 456, maybe like 10 of them were family friends. They're still going to get bonuses. They're still going to get like special treatment for being family members, right? That's still how that works. You can't tell me that doesn't happen. That's why they don't let like doctors operate on their own family, because they can't give them, they might give them special treatment that they wouldn't give other patients, you know? And it's the same thing here. But anyways, he continues, the train track was CGI, the bus fills are CGI, the pit is fake. He acts like exposing us for using CGI to make backgrounds look cool when we have done multiple public behind the scenes videos with So Crispy showing this. It's clearly not a secret. On top of that, we did drive buses in that pit, and same with the train that you claim we didn't. So, I mean, this is another point that I don't think anybody actually gave a shit about. Like, when the guy made the video, and I've watched the video, it's a solid video. I think a little bit of the video is a lot of just him being mad at this company, but he makes a lot of solid points, and he uses a lot of these minor things to be like, listen, they did these little shady things, right? And people can go, oh, okay, I could see someone doing that. And then he's like, not only did he did these little things, it built up into doing these bigger scams and these bigger, actual crimes, basically faking his competitions, faking his, giveaways, faking his signature was another one. Like, he's not actually autographing any of his stuff that he says he is. It's so many basically just lies. And again, they're not addressing any of them. They're talking about just the dumbest stuff. The raccoon was a paid actor. I don't even know what to say about this. Clearly not an actor. LOL. Like, okay, take a joke, dude. Take a fucking joke, dude. Really? Are you that stupid? Jesus, man. Jesus Christ. Island costs more than $1. Not true. We did pay $1 for this island. You can Google MrBeast purchases Outer Banks Island for $1, which stated this before the video was released. Again, who fucking cares? I don't care how much you spent on the island. That doesn't mean anything to anybody. Figure it out, bro. This means fucking nothing. I don't care if you spent $1 million on it and then made a video saying you only spent $8 on it. Okay, whatever. It affects me none. All right, not my problem. He moved into the mansion 2 months before being in a video, $1 million mansion. He also put out 2 months before we filmed the first Mac video that he moved into a mansion. Mac was staying at a friend's house, and I'm not sure how that proves anything or why it's relevant. It's relevant because, I mean, pretty obviously, if he was doing well, his whole theme, Mac's whole ordeal was if he won this challenge, he was gonna change his fucking life. It was gonna be this life-altering ordeal. When in reality, it probably wasn't a life-altering ordeal, and you just gave a guy who has a shitload of money more money because he's your friend. That's what that would mean. So yeah, it is kind of a big deal. And you being like, oh, he's staying with a friend. Even if he's staying with a friend that has millions of dollars, and this comes out as you faked your contest and he was going to win the 800,000 no matter what, or whatever the prize money was at the time, that's pretty fucking stupid. I'm just saying, not the greatest argument. This wink was added in post, bruh. He really did wink. Flat out lie. Again, more shit nobody cares about. CGI, go ahead. I don't fucking care. The revenge storyline was added in post. He implies that 42 and 58 was scripted and not real. The contestants themselves have talked about this on streams they did after the video. They legit didn't like each other. He also claimed 58 was on the far opposite side and didn't hear him just because he was in the other side of the room. You don't think 58 heard him yell? How on earth would he know? Again, more useless information. Most of this is useless information. He's just saying, oh, well, they did have beef. And if they did or they didn't, I don't fucking care. If you edited it out and they signed a fucking contract so you can make them sound like they hate each other or whatever, I don't fucking care about that. I just want to know if you faked the damn challenge. Was it all scripted? You can't make it scripted. If you want to add in weird stupid plot points and make everybody be like, ooh, what's gonna happen next, all right, whatever, as long as the contestants themselves had a fair process, right? If you want to fucking make it look like some Matrix level shit where they're dodging bullets or whatever, and really all they did in real life was jump across water on lily pads to try not fall in, okay, whatever, that's fine. You can do that as long as the contestants, again, all had the same fair challenge and all had the same equal opportunity to win the prize that you said is available. That's all I care about. But with this other shit, I don't fucking care. And this is the theme for the entire thing. So he goes on, not only the results of the video were completely scripted, but the contestants are not random subscribers. And yes, again, this goes on and on about how, oh no, they were all fake, or they're all real people, blah, blah, blah. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is did you have family members in there? He tries to say that it was scripted and the proof is random texts say that it is. Is it? It was not scripted. DripD probably had countless people on set for that video. It would have been impossible to hide it. This video was not scripted. I was on set for this, and there was no bias for who won, which is bullshit, because he paid a dude to leave the game, which then benefited the girls right there. There was bias in the video. I think a lot of people have called that out. A lot of people already agree that yes, there has been bias in that video. Again, just tell us if you're faking it or not. I don't understand this. And then he says that some of the giveaways are fake, or he says, I think some of the MrBeast giveaways are fake. We do not think give it, which has been contradicted a ton. I don't really know. This is actually a hot topic. I don't know. I've heard so many altering stories where people have gotten their prizes from MrBeast and people haven't gotten them and blah, blah, blah. And it seems like every YouTuber that does that, that seems to happen to. At some point, somebody doesn't get their prize because shit happens and then they freak out. So I don't know. That's something that if it comes out that he's genuinely just not giving out his prizes because he's like, fuck these guys, I don't care, then yeah, that's shitty. But if shit's just happening and he does a lot of giveaways, so, you know, maybe out of the million people he gives away $1 to or whatever the fuck he does, one person misses it. That one person does a review and he does this 50 times in a year or 20 times in a year. That's 20 people right there. And he's been doing this for how long, you know? So it just keeps building. So you know how that goes. But it actually continues on as well. So where the fuck did it go? So Dogpack, the guy again who made the original video, actually responded, which is awesome. Debunking your debunking is how he says it. Good character assassination attempt. You leave out my unpaid trial period and also my time working for Idea Guys, a company for which MrBeast is a client. The founder of Idea Guys also had to get permission from MrBeast to hire me. So weird you guys wouldn't tell him I was erratic. Also, weed and shrooms was an obvious joke. Correct. Okay. Jimmy doesn't know more than like a dozen people. You expect people to believe this? How many people do his employees know? Who was the contestant in Train versus Pit? How about Lambo versus Shredder? How did Ava's cousin Justin get into the Chocolate Factory video or Della Vlogs? Again, this guy's actually being like, hey, here's my shit. Answer these questions. This guy hasn't answered anything. He has just danced around stuff and tried to be like, no, we didn't do this. Here, my fact and my source is trust me, bro. That's it. This guy, Dog here, my boy, providing solid evidence. CGI is clearly not a secret. Cool. So when Jimmy was accused of using too much CGI versus in Train versus Pit, why did he deny it on Twitter? Another fair argument. Again, he's just pointing out the obvious. The raccoon was a paid actor. Bro, you expect people to believe Chris and Chandler were just petting an actual wild raccoon, which, again, weird thing to defend. Like, okay, yeah, you guys rented a raccoon or fucking whatever. Who cares? It's still not an actor and it's not a wild raccoon. So who fucking cares? Both of you are wrong. It's just a raccoon. Who cares? From your own source on the island, the transfer tax was $1 and the company also paid $27 in tax and fees for the property. Also, you leased it back to, okay, again, more useless nothing. Again, they paid $28 for an island. So wow. Oh God. Just super important stuff. And then he talks about the wink added in post. It was compare that wink to the contestant's other way. Okay. He says that he opens his mouth when he blinks or when he winks, but he doesn't when he blinks. So they edited his blink to look like a wink. That is what he says. And it's stupid. It's dumb. It doesn't fucking matter. Interesting how you didn't mention altering the timers or contestant dialogue in post. Yeah, again, he didn't answer any of the main allegations, any of the big allegations. None of them were answered. He just danced around it all. And it pisses me off because this stuff should be super easy for them to debunk. This stuff should be the most, it's like when Boogie lied about his fucking cancer. This is just a home run. Just debunk it. And if you're making a video on the situation, at least let everyone know. Be like, hey, you have 50 channels, 300 million fucking subscribers. If you made one singular post, everyone in the fucking world is going to know about it tomorrow. And they're going to be like, oh, okay, MrBeast is making a video on it. It'll be out in a couple days and we'll know the whole story behind whether shit's faked, whether shit's real, whether, you know, contestants are actually family members or if they're actual random subscriber contestants. You know, if I subscribe, do I actually get a cookie? No, that's just a joke. But yeah, I don't know. This whole thing has been really crazy. If you ask me, I think MrBeast is going to go down here. At this point, I'm starting to think that since he's not saying anything, since he's not posting anything, since people on the other side, people who don't like him, people who are trying to expose him, are actually making some valid points and showing proof. And MrBeast and his team so far have basically just been saying, nuh-uh, the entire time. So it's not looking good for MrBeast and his team, but who knows? Maybe they'll come out with a video or a post and debunk all of us. Who fucking knows? But anyways, guys, that is all I got for you today. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, comment, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It all absolutely means a ton. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials. Links will be down below. As you can see, follow me out on Twitter right here at Corsolio2. Right there. Keep up with what I'm doing. Come check me out over on Twitch. I'm live almost every single day, playing a variety of games. I play a lot of Gears of War, a lot of X-Defiant, a lot of League of Legends, things like that. So if you're interested, come swing by, come say hi. I'm just trying to build a sick, dope community over there. I'm not trying to be good or be the next Shrouder Ninja, but just trying to have a good time. So thank you guys for your time. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. And until the next video, guys, Godspeed.
lost my best friend to 23. She left her body in Harvard above me.